Welcome to Eagan High School, where tonight we have the Apple Valley Eagles taking on the Eagan Wildcats. I'm Eric Anderson, along with Randy Nelson. Tonight's starting lineups. Apple Valley has Sydney Johnson, center fielder, leading off, followed by Maya Duncan. Sabria Pasmore, the pitcher. Batting fourth is Nicole Schenke, third baseman. Batting fifth, Angela Dabu, first baseman. Batting sixth, left fielder Montana Helling. Batting seventh is the catcher Jesse Walker. Batting eighth, the designated player Jordan Silman. And batting ninth is the second baseman Mackenzie Soderbeck. The flex player will be right fielder Katie Devitt.
Fielder, number 13, Sydney Johnson.
All right, Eric, good job. Cool night here tonight.
Indeed.
So for Eagan on defense, we have Lauren Gammy pitching, Karina Munson catching, Sydney Virgin first base, Maren Benarat at second. There's the first pitch, high for a ball. We have McKenna Melville at short, Heidi Nelson at third. There's a strike. 1-1's the count.
Yeah, the outfield is Sydney New in right, Taylor Anderson in center, and in left field we have Mallory Stiff. Randy, what's your daughter doing at third base?
I don't know. I think that might be a first time in high school playing third base.
Yeah, if anybody can handle it, she can.
Yeah. I think when they announced her at third, she looked as surprised as everybody. So looked like he's just trying to get a different look, different bats out there today. So. Okay, let's pitch low by Lauren, so the even count 2-2. Sydney Johnson, the hitter for Apple Valley, is a 10th grader, sophomore. Fall back.
Sydney's their top hitter in terms of batting average, hitting .394 on the season.
Okay. The wind's blowing in tonight. It's in our face here at home. It's a little pop-up flare to shortstop.
Nice job, McKenna.
McKenna makes a nice catch. 1 out.
Batting second, shortstop, number 9, Maya Duncan.
So you may or may not know, this is Coach Christian Duncan's daughter, the Eagan coach. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of pitches he calls to his own daughter.
Yeah. There's a, should you call it a strike or a ball on that one?
It's a little bit high.
A little bit high for a ball. Across the plate, but just a little high.
Maya hitting 121 on the season. She has the Eagles' only home run of the year.
Ball too high. There's a swing at a pop-up over to the third baseman.
Handled flawlessly by the veteran third baseman.
Well, it's out in the book.
Just a routine.
Hitting third for the Eagles, pitcher, number 32, Sabria Passmore.
Sabria is the pitcher tonight for Apple Valley. There's a fallback, strike 1.
Apple Valley's got 2 primary pitchers, Nicole Schenke and Passmore here. So Schenke's pitched a few more games, but Passmore's had a solid year.
They're high and inside for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. There's a little bit low in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1.
Gammy's been kind of our iron horse this season, Randy. She's pitched the vast majority of the innings.
She is, and she's in 10th grade, so she's got 2 more years left after this, which is good for the program.
No question.
Fall back. Now the count is even, 2-2. Nobody on base, 2 outs. There's a nice
handle.
catch by the first baseman, Sydney Virgin. So that's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Way to stick with it, Sydney.
Valley in the top of the first inning. No runs,
So this is an
no hits,
interesting
no errors.
matchup, Randy.
Nobody left on base.
The two teams are near the bottom of the standings, but I'll tell you what, there's not a better 2-6-1 team in the state than Eagan. We've had a lot of really tough battles against some of the best teams in the state. Our conference is as tough as it comes.
Yep, that's true. And there's been a lot of close games.
Yeah, we just lost to Prior Lake, who's #1 in the state. That was a 4-2 final the other night. Farmington 6-8. We had 2 runners on in the bottom of the 7th and lost that one. And then in the Eastview game, we made the dramatic comeback, only to fall short in the last inning with a walk-off base hit.
Yeah, it's we got the regular season, then the second season is sections when that comes up. So hopefully the Wildcats can be peaking at section times. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, whoever draws us in the first round is probably not going to be real thrilled about that.
No.
Apple Valley's had a tough year. They're 1-8 in conference, 2-9 overall. They've been on a little bit of a down streak. Lost 11-1 to Eastview and 15-0. That's their last 2 games. That was against Burnsville.
Okay. So let's go through the defense here for Apple Valley. Pitching again is Sabria Passmore. The catcher is Jesse Walker. At first base,
the leadoff hitter
is Angela DeBoo.
for the Eagan Wildcats in the bottom of the first.
And Mackenzie Soderbeck is the second baseman. The shortstop's
Shortstop,
Mia Duncan.
McKenna
Third base is Nicole
Melville.
Schinke.
Number 20.
Left field is Montana Helling. Center field, Sydney Johnson. And right field is Katie Devitt.
Okay.
The Eagan batting order is leading off. Shortstop McKenna Melville. Batting second, Taylor Anderson, the center fielder. Sydney New in right is our third hitter. Heidi Nelson batting fourth and playing third. Karina Monson's the catcher, batting fifth.
There's the first pitch, low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Mallory Stiff is batting sixth in left field. Maya Cron is a designated player. She's batting seventh. Maren Venerat is second baseman, batting eighth. And ninth hitter is Sydney Virgin, playing first.
It looked like a curveball in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
As we mentioned, the flex player is Lauren Gamby, the pitcher.
Low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sabria, she's been pitching for a long time. I think we've been facing her for 3-4 years anyway on the pitcher's mound.
I think so.
There's a pitch grounded to third, overthrow, so McKenna's going to reach on a throwing error by the shortstop.
Hitting second.
Yeah, it's Mia Duncan.
Center fielder.
Dad's probably going to let her hear about that one tonight.
Taylor Anderson.
Taylor had a blowout with her cleat right before the game, so he got some duct tape repair work.
Oh, nothing like the good old duct tape. First pitch in for a strike. Taylor's a senior, probably her last softball. She probably won't be buying any new cleats. Huh,
Well,
Eric?
that's what her dad is hoping. We can get away with milking a couple of more games out of that, because I don't want to go out and buy a new pair. She won't even have them broken in by the time the season's over.
There's Fall at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Taylor and McKenna have been playing together since they were about 8 years old, I think. I found some pictures of her and McKenna and Taylor McKenna and Kathy, McKenna's mom, and my wife Kim and I coaching them. Oh, there's
a nice line to the left fielder. I thought that was going to drop in for a hit.
Too. Nice catch by Montana Helling.
Now batting, the number 3 hitter, right fielder, number 48, Sydney New.
Sydney's really been coming on, Randy. She's been stinging the ball against some really top quality teams, too.
Yeah, she's had some multi-hit games. I think she had 3 hits in one game, a couple in another. So, yeah, she's been hitting as well as anybody in the team, probably. Here's the first pitch for a strike. high, gets past the catcher, so McKenna will advance to second. So we got 1 out. Melville at second with a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Sydney New. There's a strike on the outside corner. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a grounder back to the pitcher. Makes the throw to first for the 2nd out.
All right. That's going to bring up 3rd baseman Heidi Nelson.
At bat, the cleanup hitter, 3rd baseman, number 15, Heidi Nelson.
Heidi's had some big games for us, Randy. That game in Burnsville where she had 2 home runs, I think.
Yeah, that was her best hitting game of the year.
Came up huge. I think she was, what, 5 for 5 maybe that game?
I think it was 5 for 5. See if she can get this run home from 3rd. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. There we go.
Oh, that's going to get over her head.
Nice hit to left. That looks like it's going to be a double.
That away. Nice job, Heidi.
All right, so the Eagan scores first.
The number 5 hitter, catcher, number 1, Karina Monson.
Heidi Nelson, her first double as a 3rd baseman.
Yeah, how about that? The Apple Valley opponents are hitting .403 on the season against them. That's a pretty high number.
First pitch low.
They're a young team. I think they're going to get better.
Yeah, there is a lot of youth on that team.
Yeah.
Eagan's got, I think, 6 seniors, and I think Prior Lake, one of the other teams in our conference, they have 10, 12 seniors.
Yeah,
I think.
they're stacked. They're stacked with experience.
Second.
They were ranked nationally, so that's pretty impressive. And we gave them a good run the other night.
We did. That was a good game. Karina takes high again, so it's 3 balls, no strikes. There's a hit to the 2nd baseman.
Yeah,
Throw over to first, so that's out number 3.
All right, put a run on the board though.
4-3 put out, but yes, the Wildcats take the lead 1-0. 1 run.
So you mentioned the seniors, Randy. It's pretty interesting that it's kind of an odd transition year this year. We were 15-5 last year, and we were a loaded team, but we lost 4 seniors out of our core group. Taylor Lukey, Hallie McGuire, Sammy Sogi, and Alyssa Jolliffe, the pitcher. And there's a few holdovers that were with that same core, some cases since 8th grade. So this is Taylor Anderson's 5th year on varsity, but it's the same with Heidi, same with McKenna. Karina's another one that was part of that core group. And then you've got some girls making up the rest of the lineup that are, for the most part, in their 1st year at varsity. So it's kind of a transition year. I think the Cats are going to be good in the next coming years, though.
I think so. A lot of the younger players getting some experience.
All right.
I mean, you can tell the more they play, the more at-bats they get. They look more confident up there.
You can't forget about Abby Schumacher and Maya Cron either. A couple more seniors.
Yes, they've been seeing the field a lot as well, getting a lot of at-bats.
And, of course, having a pitcher who's going to be around for a couple of more years, and Lauren is critical, of course.
In the top of the 2nd inning, 3rd baseman, number 27, Nicole Schinke.
I mentioned that Mia Duncan is Coach Christian Duncan's daughter. This is his assistant, John Schenke's daughter, Nicole. So it's pretty odd when the left side of Apple Valley's infield is comprised of the daughters of the 2 Eagan coaches.
It is. It's got to be tough not coaching your own daughter.
Right. I think John's over there calling for a high, lazy fastball right
Yeah.
here in this one.
And again, both coaches' daughters are 9th graders, so they're going to be playing. They're going to be around for a while. There's
No
the
question.
first pitch from Lauren in for a strike. Good spot down low. Next pitch is also down there, but fouled down the first baseline for strike 2.
Schenke's hitting .333 on the year.
There's a pitch inside. Fly ball to left field. Mallory
Out
Stiff
of
makes a
way, Mal.
nice catch out there.
If I'm not mistaken, this might be Mallory's first start at the varsity level.
I think it is, Eric.
Number
It's,
5 hitter.
Good for her.
it's,
First
yes.
baseman, number 25, Angela Dabu.
She's got a nice swing. She struggled out of the gates a little bit, just adjusting to varsity pitching, but the last couple at bats she had in that Eastview tournament, she stung the ball pretty good, especially that last one. She hit a rocket out to left,
Yeah.
I think, or maybe it was center.
A lot of it's just confidence, getting some at bats and getting some experience.
You're right, no substitute for that.
And the first pitch was high for a ball. Second pitch fouled back over the first base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dabu's a senior, playing first base tonight.
She's had a lot of hits, I think, against Eagan. Strike 2.
Hitting .139 on the year, so
Good crowd here tonight. It's youth night at Eagan. There's a nice pitch. Grounded the second baseman, Bennerat, for out number 2.
I like
Left
Maren. She's
fielder,
going to be a heck of a player for the
number 8,
Wildcats. She's a real gamer.
Montana
She is.
Helling.
So this is left fielder Montana Helling. She's a junior. That's
There
a
was a pitch, got a little bit too much to the plate, hit to left center. Taylor makes a nice strong throw back to second, but she makes it in for a double.
Taylor stumbled out there. I'm sure I'm going to hear about that being her worn-out
Probably
cleats.
those cleats.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing a little super glue can't handle
Number
tonight.
7 batter, catcher, number 24, Jesse Walker.
All right, so Apple Valley, we had 2 outs, runner at second.
Jesse Walker is a senior catcher.
First pitch high, ball 1.
Hitting .167 on the year.
Second pitch misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a nice pitch on the outside, popped up to the second baseman, Bennerat.
That away, Wildcats. Strand 1. After 1.5, Eagan up 1-0.
Summary for the Eagles in the top of the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
So pronounced
1 left.
Marn or Marin? It's a
All right, Randy, we got Mallory Stiff leading things off here. Mallory's another hockey player. I like to see them multi-sport athletes and all.
They got strong hands. There's the first pitch in for low for a ball. Yeah, I like to see the multi-sport athletes playing. You know, it's a good mixture.
I don't know if Mallory's nervous about her first start, but her dad Roger was sure walking around here and looking pretty nervous.
Looking kind of nervous. Yeah, Mallory doesn't seem like the nervous type. There's a hit up the middle.
What a kid.
Nice hit for Mallory.
That'll lead things off 16.
Mallory's been doing some pinch running. Now she gets to run for herself.
Yeah.
Maya Cron.
All right, so Maya Cron is up. She's the designated player tonight. She's a senior, as we talked about. Plays a lot of outfield as well. Her sister Amber's on the squad as well, although she's been out most of this year with various ailments and injuries. So hopefully she'll be back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not for the sections, certainly for next year.
Maya fakes the bunt. Oh, draws the throw.
Oh no, that's trouble.
Well, Mallory's out at second on a tried to advance on the overthrow at first, but the right fielder was there to back it up.
Mal's had her share of throwouts on the base paths this year. She's been the victim of some good plays, and that one probably she should have stuck around at first, but
a little hesitation, but that's
there's
a hit by Maya up the middle.
So, no harm done really. Maya was looking to bunt anyway, so hopefully she'll advance and Marin will
At bat, second baseman
get a knock here.
Marin Benarat.
Benarat's the second baseman.
First pitch low for ball one.
She's a junior.
Second pitch is also low for ball two.
There's a number of juniors on the Wildcats, and we talked about the seniors that graduated last year. It just made it tough for these girls to break into the lineup, but now they're here.
Yeah, it's a transition, that's for sure. There's first pitch in, 2 balls, 1 strike. There she lays down.
Okay.
Lays down a nice bunt.
It's going to be tough to get her. Oh, good play.
Okay. So that's out number 2.
Christian doesn't bunt a lot of times. Taylor bunts because I think that's halfway looking for a hit too. But
right.
I wouldn't say he bunts too frequently.
So 2 outs. We have runner at second, Maya Cron. Sydney Virgin up to bat. She's playing first tonight. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1.
Sydney's been hitting the ball well lately.
She has. I think 2 games ago, I think she had 3 hits. Fouled off or make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This is a big opportunity here for Sydney. Put another run on the board.
There's a hit to the second. Takes a bad bounce.
He's in there. Good base running by Maya Cron. That away. Just kept going. Plates another one for the Cats.
Well, I'm going to count that one as a
Number 20,
E4.
Shortstop.
Well, that took a nasty
McKenna
hop and caught her right in the
Melville.
chin, though, so that's a pretty tough play.
Yeah, it's one of those in-betweeners that she would have charged it. That probably went to taking that bad hop.
When you talked about Sydney's been hitting the ball well lately, and you know, good things sort of happen when you put the ball in play with some zip on it.
Right.
This is going to roll us over to the top of the order, McKenna Melville, shortstop.
There's a high pitch that she high fly ball to center field for out number 3.
All right,
But
put a run on the board every
run.
inning, and you're going to be in good shape.
Summary for Eagan. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. The score after 2, Eagan 2, Apple Valley 0.
So Jordan Silman, the designated player, is going to lead things off here for Apple Valley. She's batting 8th, and it'll be Mackenzie Soderbeck, the second baseman, and back to the top of the order in Sydney Johnson. Silman's hitting 174 on the season. She's a sophomore and generally plays infield when not designated playing, if that's such a thing.
So Eric, do you know what's the schedule for next week for these teams? You know, I think Egan's got a double header on Monday.
Egan's got Shakopee on Monday. That's at Eagan High School. And then they're at Shakopee, according to my schedule, Tuesday. Is that going to be turned into a double
maybe
header?
it's a double header on Monday. I think is what the plan is.
And then Wednesday, we're at Rosemont. Friday, home to Chaska.
Okay.
And that will do it for the season.
So then the sections start the next week.
Yes, indeed. Well, someone's got an interesting stance there.
There's a first pitch for a strike.
Kind of holds the bat out in front of her toward the pitcher and pulls it back. Guess it doesn't really matter how you start your stance, whatever you're comfortable with, as long as you get into a good hitting position once the pitch is on its way.
Getting that loaded position.
Very open stance.
Let's see what Lauren does with her third pitch. There's a good pitch, 2-strike pitch, blowing outside, but the batter does not chase, so it makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch fouled straight back. It was a good pitch location. Looked like it was right on her hands. There's a nice pitch by Lauren. Looked like the rise ball there for a strikeout, out number 1.
I like that, Randy. She hasn't
here,
really hit you, and you come in with the high
Number
heat.
2,
It's hard to lay off that with 2 strikes.
Right.
It's a great pitch, great
Soderbeck.
location. So this is Mackenzie Soderbeck. She's the second baseman. She's a sophomore, hitting 111 on the season.
First pitch from Lauren is high for ball 1. Second pitch is also high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out.
Cammie's had good control most of the year. There's a nice pitch.
Fouled.
Oh, that's an error on the
Foul to
athletic
left.
director, Sandy Setter, over there. Sandy, we got to have that catch.
Padded, she's got gloves on and everything, mittens, and 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mackenzie here. Ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike.
Got a lot of youngsters starting to file in here, Randy. I think it's they're here for the game and the pizza party afterwards.
Yes, it's always a good time. The
Not a little low.
youth night.
That's going to roll us over to the top of the order, and Johnson, their top hitter,
Now
hitting
batting number
394 on
13.
the season.
Sydney Johnson.
Johnson's the center fielder.
Sydney popped up to the shortstop. McKenna Miller, her first at bat. There's the first pitch high, ball one.
Ooh, did she go?
Lays off the high pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Left-handed hitter. Chokes up a couple inches. She's probably pretty good back control. There's a ground ball.
Oh, tough hop from McKenna.
Get to McKenna. Nice play over to first. Get that second out.
That is a strong play right there. That's a lot tougher play than McKenna made it look.
Number 9, shortstop, Mia Duncan.
2 outs now.
Freshman shortstop, Mia Duncan.
Runner on second. See if we can hold them off the board here. First pitch looked like a change-up low for ball one.
See how Coach Duncan calls these pitches to his daughter. I guess he's not calling them right now, is he? Is it John down there calling them?
John is calling them. High, 2 balls, no strikes.
Just missed outside, huh? That was close.
Oh, not delayed.
Oh, she get it?
Called the strike.
Excellent.
That one angled across the plate.
Painted the corner.
Painted the corner, that's right. Pitcher's pitch. That's high again.
Duncan's right on top of the plate. She's a battler.
3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on second. There she. Lauren makes a nice pitch. Pop up to the first baseman, Sydney, for out number 3.
Second inning row where we've stranded a runner on second. Nice job by Lauren Gammy and the Cats.
No hits.
Summary for Apple
1
Valley.
walk and 1
No
left.
runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base.
Well, it's a brisk evening, wouldn't you say, Randy? I thought we were done with this stuff.
It is. I have my winter jacket on. I never put this away until the softball season is done.
Yeah. Well, Taylor Anderson's going to be leading things off for the Wildcats, followed by Sydney New, Heidi Nelson, and then hopefully a few others like Karina Munson and the rest.
I don't know if we've had an inning where we've batted around this year, but I think this would be a good time to start having one.
All right, that was a warm-up pitch to the backstop. Anderson's got good wheels, so hopefully she can start things off for Eagan.
The leadoff hitter for the Wildcats in the bottom of the 3rd, number 5, Taylor Anderson.
Taylor's a senior, Andy, and she's going to attend UMD, Minnesota Duluth, next year and play hockey for the Bulldogs. So Kim and I are pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I coached Taylor many years in summer softball, so that's fun to see. I'll be tuning into the games as well, hopefully attending some games. Taylor lined out to left her first time up. It was a nice line drive, so see if we can get one between the fielders this time.
The Apple Valley coach out having a brief conference with his center fielders, moseying on back to the dugout. That's what the delay is. Okay, looks like we're ready to go now.
First pitch high for ball 1. First pitch low and inside for ball 2.
Your teammates call her Andy. You probably remember that from your days.
Oh, yes.
Sounds funny to me because that was what they called my dad.
Okay.
Oh, right down Main Street.
There's a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. It is a cool night tonight, so it probably is harder for the pitchers to get a good grip on the ball.
No question about that.
Low for ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike.
All right, what we used to call a hitter's pitch here. Just got to bring it in there. Yeah, that's ball 4.
Well, Taylor walks. Get that lead.
Now at bat,
Lead runner on. Now see if we can get her home.
Indeed.
New.
Well, Sydney sometimes is a slapper, and sometimes she's more standard swing away. So we'll see what happens here. Probably not a terrible time to put one on the ground and try to advance that runner.
She's got good speed and from the left side. First pitch in there for a strike.
We'll see if Coach Duncan has Taylor stealing or if he's going to try to get her on to second base a different way.
Taylor takes a big lead, bluffs, but doesn't go.
Almost looked like she's working on that delayed steal move. Trying to draw the throw down to first from the catcher and have her take off
That
the
was
second.
a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Sydney. There's swinging strike. First out.
The batter, number 15, cleanup hitter, Heidi Nelson.
So Heidi's a senior too, Randy. What are her plans for next year?
Well, Heidi's going to be going to South Dakota State.
Jackrabbits.
The Jackrabbits.
Oh, she stung it.
First pitch, a hard liner off the shortstop's glove.
That was hit hard. Duncan probably would like to have that one back, but it was a tough play. It's going to bring up Karina Monson. I coached Karina way back when she was just a little kid, and we got to the state tournament and faced a girl from Matamita who threw about twice as hard as any girl we'd seen, and my entire team was terrified except for Karina, who just stepped right in there and cracked the first pitch she saw. So
yes, that's
something to be said for that see ball, hit ball.
Yeah,
right?
see the ball, hit the ball. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Just see if Karina can see the ball, hit the ball on this at bat. There's yep, off the.
Well, how about that?
That was a high chopper off the third baseman. I'm gonna give her a hit on that one. That was. She's had to be 6 foot tall to get that one or more.
Yeah,
so
yeah. She ricocheted it. Shanky did. Duncan was right there to back her up. That saved a run.
So the
Now at bat,
Wildcats have the bases loaded here.
number 19, Abby Schumacher.
Well, now we have Abby Schumacher hitting.
She's in for Mallory Stiff. I don't know.
Mallory. Mallory was
got a base hit. Maybe did she injure herself on that?
Yeah, she looked like she could have dinged herself a little bit after that, getting thrown on at second. So
could be. I hope she's all right.
Yeah.
Emma Redland's going to courtesy run for Karina Monson, the catcher. That's not a pinch runner. That's a courtesy runner.
There's a hit.
That away, Abby Shue.
To right center. Nice hit by Abby.
It's going to bring in
It's
two
bring
of
in
them.
2 runs.
Great job, Abby.
Nice hit by Abby to right center. So 2 more runs for the Wildcats. Runner at third and first now.
Number 21, Maya Kron.
Maya had a single her first time up, came around to score. There's a wild pitch.
Oh my. Emma wandered a little too far off third base and got thrown out. Abby Schumacher advanced to second. I saw Emma come up the third baseline, but that ball bounced right back to the catcher. And,
right.
And Walker grabbed it and fired down to Schenke for the out.
There's a hit by Maya to the second baseman. For the third out, 4-3 put out. But Wildcats do get 2 runs. 2 runs on 2 hits. And 2 left.
Yeah, Mallory's down there with her teammates. Doesn't look like she's too terribly injured, but not quite sure. Maybe just decided to put the senior in there, and it was a good decision because Abby came through with that base hit.
Yes.
I'm assuming she'll take over in left field.
Summary for the Wildcats in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on base.
It's like the official scorer agreed with your decision to give that a base hit down the third baseline.
Eagles 0.
Well, I assume Coach Duncan is experimenting a little bit, putting Heidi over at third base, because obviously he doesn't want to get her bat out of the lineup, but he also wants to get Virginia's bat in the lineup because she's been hitting so well. So Maggie Murphy's going to get the night off.
Leading off the top of the 4th is Sabria Passmore, the pitcher. She popped up to the first baseman her first time up. There's the first pitch high.
Passmore's hitting 308 on the season, so she's a fine hitter as well as a good pitcher.
Passmore.
That's well struck.
Taylor has a beat on it. Makes the catch for out number 1.
Number 27, Nicole Schenke.
Got a solid outfield defense this year for the Wildcats. Good speed out there, all 3 positions right now. And
there's a high ball 1 to Nicole. She flew out to the left fielder her first time. Second pitch is also high. Ball 2.
Schenke's been the primary starting pitcher for the Eagles. She's thrown 42 in 2/3 innings. Passmore's only thrown 27 in a third coming into tonight.
2 balls, 1 strike. There's a little pop up back to the net. Karina gives a good try. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
As we mentioned last time, Schenke is the daughter of Wildcats assistant coach John Schenke, who's down there calling the pitches right now.
Bounce in the dirt, probably a changeup.
Randy, you call a lot of pitches. What comes first, you know, blood or tea?
Probably team, Eric.
Okay, so we're not going to get we're going to buzz one up and in, you think?
Yeah, I'll probably her best pitch, probably a screwball inside, or there's an outside pitch.
It's a tough play for Bennerat.
That's an infield hit. So Schenke at first on the infield hit, 1 out.
Angela Dabu.
Angela grounded out to the second baseman her first time.
Tabu's a senior, as I mentioned. She's playing first base tonight.
First pitch high, ball one. Second pitch high for ball two.
Had some great games with Apple Valley over the years, haven't we, Randy? Had some wild ones where big leads have disintegrated and gone multiple extra innings.
Yes, I remember those. Oh, there's a line shot to center for a hit. So Apple Valley's got 2 on with 1 out.
This is the left fielder, Helling. Montana's a junior outfielder.
Number 8.
She's hitting .286 on the year.
Montana Helling.
Montana had a double to left center her first time up.
Well, we got a little equipment kerfuffle there. It looks like McKenna had a blowout on one of the laces of her glove. So
Now she's got a green glove. I wonder whose glove that
I
is.
have no idea.
There's a first pitch strike. Always gonna like that from Lauren. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out, runners in first and second.
Oh, that's a base
There's
knock.
a second hit for Montana.
Taylor hustled it in. Nice job.
Nice throw into the home to hold the runner at third. So now Apple Valley has the bases loaded with 1 out.
The batter, catcher number 24, Jesse Walker.
So the Wildcats got their work cut out for them now. To
No question.
Keep 'em up.
Cammie's stranded runners 2 innings in a row. Let's see if she can do it a third. This is a little tougher, though.
Jessie popped up to the second baseman her first time. There's a first pitch in there for strike 1.
This is the catcher, senior Jesse Walker. 167 hitter on the year. Ooh, that's right in there.
Good spot, a little bit high.
A little high.
Looking for a pop up on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Umpire's got that delayed strike call, so I've got to wait before we call it out officially.
There's another one high. 2 balls, 1 strike. This is outside and low.
No place to put her.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Pretty well expect
See how
Lauren's favorite pitch right here. I'm guessing
challenge
fastball.
the,
Right?
yeah, challenge the hitter here.
Oh yeah.
Nice pitch in the outside corner. Makes it a full count, 3-2. I'd go right back to that same pitch.
Yeah, I don't think there's much of a decision there. Oh, a little low.
Missed low.
I don't know that I've seen Lauren Walker run in all year. I could be wrong there, but
So Apple Valley's on the board with their first run.
looks like Coach Chris Sikich from Apple Valley is going to put a courtesy runner in for his catcher. Appears to be Olivia
Courtesy
Johnson, a freshman.
Number 6, Olivia Johnson.
So Jordan Silman's up, Randy. She's a designated player. Well, Coach Schenke's going to have a conference and bring the entire infield in.
So the bases are still loaded with 1 out. Jordan struck out her first time up.
Well, it looks like Melville's glove has been sufficiently repaired.
This could be a time for Apple Valley to try a bunt here, so I presume the Eagan is discussing that on their conference at the mound.
I would assume Coach Schenke's out there to kind of settle down his pitcher too and try to make sure everybody's calm and understands. Let's just get it out here and move on.
There's a pitch foul back.
Come on, Johnny, keep your head up now. You can do it.
Strike one.
Silman's must have a pretty strong swing. Pretty good bat speed there.
Ooh, good spot, a little bit low. Oh, she calls a strike.
Yeah. Faked you out.
Good spot, pitcher's pitch again. No balls, 2 strikes. Now let's see if Lauren can waste one, make her chase. There's a nice pitch.
That's the pitch she got her with last time, was that high fastball.
Up in the zone. I'd keep it up there.
Looks like Silman made the adjustment, fouled that one off. Nice job of hitting there.
There's another pitch high in the zone.
Tough play by Karina. Nice job covering home by Lauren Gammy too. So
out number 2. Still the bases loaded. Now we have the number 9 hitter, Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie Soderbeck.
Number 2.
What'd she do last time, Randy?
She walked. She walked her last time off.
All right, we can't have that. Let's go, Lauren. Go right after her. She's the number 9 hitter, batting 111 on the season. So
first pitch in for a strike.
That's exactly what you want to do right there. Strike one is critical in this situation.
Another nice looking pitch on the outside corner, strike 2, and again she gets ahead 0-2.
Soderbeck's got 2 hits on the season to go along with 2 walks. So just 18 at bats.
Okay.
Good job by Monson there blocking that pitch.
Yeah, that was a nice block. Pitch in the dirt, they're always tough to stop those. Keep them in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's
great job by Lauren Gammy. Nice job by Coach Shanky going to settle down his troops and
chases it outside pitch. 1 run though for Apple Valley on 3 hits.
Summary for the Apple Valley Eagles.
3 left.
Top of the 4th inning, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. Score after 3.5. Eagan 4, Apple Valley 1.
So we talked a little bit about the South Suburban Conference, but this really is a murderer's row, isn't it? I mean, Prior Lake's leading the conference at 10-0, 11-0 overall, followed by Eastview 10-1, 14-2 overall, and we had 2 heartbreakers against Eastview. We made the great comeback, only to let it slip away. Farmington is 3rd. They're the defending state champions, 7-3, 8-3 overall in the year. Followed by Lakeville North at 7-5, Shakopee 6-4, Rosemont 4-6, Burnsville 3-7. The Wildcats are 2-6-1. Apple Valley's 1-8. Lakeville South is bringing up the rear at 0-10-1. That one being the game they tied with us.
Okay.
At home here, so.
Leading off for the Wildcats.
The top 3 teams really. Prior Lake, Eastview, and Farmington are the real class of the conference, and then after that, I think it's anybody's game for several of those teams.
It is. Here's Mara, and she grounded out her first time up. No, it was a sacrifice bunt. So Maren had a sacrifice bunt her first time up. There's the first. Grounder to second on the second pitch. 4-3 put out.
Maren's one of 3 girls on this squad that's got a sister on the team somewhere. You know,
her sister's a pitcher, but she's hurt.
Number 12.
And we have a couple of Monson girls, Karina and Kayla.
Kayla, yep.
And then the Crons.
Here's Sydney Virgin. She reached on a.
Continues to hit the ball well.
Line out to the second baseman that time for out number 2.
Nice poke by Sydney there. Gets a high 5, a low 5 from the coach.
Number 20, shortstop, McKenna Melville.
Melville's another one of those seniors, Randy. She's going to go to Central Florida and play volleyball.
That's exciting. That's Big time school to play volleyball at.
She was the Eagan Athena Award winner just a week or two ago as the top athlete.
McKenna takes first pitch low for ball 1. McKenna grounds through the 5-6 hole there for a single.
Top of the Wildcats order has been really productive this year. Put a lot of runs on the board.
Taylor Anderson up. She scored a runner last time up after walking, lined out first time up,
Number
left
5,
fielder.
Taylor Anderson.
Oh, he's got McKenna stealing. How about that?
Takes the first pitch high for ball 1.
I think the Wildcats caught Apple Valley by surprise there.
McKenna's 6'1", but she's got good speed.
Yep. Hopefully,
Pitch in for strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
hopefully Taylor can put one on the grass and get that run home. We can keep the scoring streak on.
We just need a hit to the outfield here. High and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Wildcats lead at 4-1 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ooh, that's hit well to
Slicing.
center. That's over to center fielder for at least a double. McKenna scores.
Nice job.
Double for Taylor.
She sliced that one into the wind, Randy. That looked kind of familiar.
Yes.
Kind of reminded me of my golf game.
Right fielder number 48, Sydney New.
Sydney's looking for her first hit tonight. Outside. Nope, that's a strike. Outside corner, strike 1.
4 strikes in a row to Sydney. She went down 1-2-3 last time, so hopefully we can put this one in play.
That one's a little farther outside. That's for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw back to the pitcher almost got away.
We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Score is 5-1, Eagan ahead. Grounder down the first baseline for a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, there's a pitch to the backstop. Taylor takes third base on that. Makes the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third, 2 outs. 1 in for Eagan. Eagan ahead 5-1, bottom of the 4th.
The Eagan ball field here, Andy, doesn't have a lot of room between the catcher and the backstop, so it's tough to get home on a wild pitch.
It is.
As we learned last.
Hard ground ball back to the pitcher. Makes a nice play on it. Throws the first for out number 3.
A lesson Emma Redland learned an inning or so ago, but that's the way it goes. So after 4 complete, the Wildcats lead it 5-1.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Your score after 4, Wildcats 5, Apple Valley 1.
I believe it's top of the order for Apple Valley coming up, isn't it, Randy?
That's what I have. Sydney Johnson, Mia Duncan, and Sabria Passmore.
Wonder what kind of pizza we have tonight, Randy. I'm looking forward to maybe some of that red Savoy. That's what they had last year. That's delicious.
It's good stuff. I'm not sure what they're ordered for tonight.
I got a feeling we're going to know when the pizzas arrive because it will be a stampede over to those tables to our left.
A little breeze in our face now, Eric. Kind of picked up.
Just what we needed. Cool things down a bit. It's going to be about 45 degrees out here tonight.
Center fielder, number 13, Sydney Johnson.
All right, we're back to the action. We've got center fielder Sydney Johnson, Apple Valley's top hitter, leading things off. She's facing sophomore Lauren Gammy.
First strike one.
That's a good pitch. If Lauren can get that
pitch.
call, she's going to have good things happen all night.
There's a grounder to the shortstop McKenna for out number one.
That surgically repaired glove held up nicely. She's checking the damage right there right now.
Number 9, Mia Duncan.
All right, that brings up 9th grader, shortstop Mia Duncan.
Mia's flew out, popped out her first 2 times up. That's first pitch is low for ball 1.
Duncan's numbers on the season don't reflect how good of a hitter she is. She's got a nice swing and she's going to be a very fine player. 121 is her average coming into the game, but I would expect to see that rise.
1 ball, 1 strike to Mia. 1 out. There's a.
Oh my!
That's
nice
going to
jack
hit there.
the order. Oh my!
That was a long home run.
That would be the second home run of the season for Apple Valley and the second home run of the season for Duncan as well. Look at the let's see the reaction from Coach Christian Duncan. He's got a smile on his face.
He's got a smile about that.
I wonder. Had to be a questionable pitch call, I'm guessing, huh?
That's it.
Lauren, lay one right down the middle, or you're going to be benched?
Now at bat, pitcher number 32.
No, that was really, really well hit. She launched that one all the way out on top of the batting cage beyond left field. That was a well-hit ball.
No doubter.
Yeah, she's not a big kid either. She's got a nice swing.
Well, Sabria's up to bat, grounder back to the pitcher in the first pitch.
Nice job by Lauren. She doesn't lose too much sleep over giving up a home run. She just gets right back to work and gets a 1 pitch out.
2 outs now. 1 in for Apple Valley, so it's 5-2 now on the top of the 5.
Shinky.
Call Shinky up. She's a 1 for 2 tonight.
Like Duncan, she's a 9th grader, and she's going to be a staple in the Apple Valley lineup for years to come here.
There's a second pitch in for a strike. Evens the count 1-1.
Shinky had 9 hits, including a pair of doubles coming into the game, and 5 walks as well. Hitting .333 on the season coming in.
There's another grounder back to Lauren.
Nice job by Lauren. Another
over
good
to
solid
third
inning.
for the out. Yes. So that completes 4.5.
Summary for Apple Valley at the top of the
Eagan
fifth.
up 5-2.
1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base.
So up for Eagan in the bottom of the 5th will be Heidi Nelson, Karina Munson, and Abby Schumacher due up. See if Christian makes any lineup changes for this time through.
He's got a number of girls on the bench. Some girls that haven't been necessarily on the varsity a lot this year, so we'll be interested to see. I'm assuming he's hoping that we'll get a little bigger lead and he can maybe get a couple of other girls a taste of varsity action. But certainly can't take anything for granted, like we talked about earlier. Apple Valley has made a number of dramatic comebacks against us over the years, and I'm not looking forward to seeing any of that tonight.
Yeah, they're always scrappy, that's for sure.
Leading Leading off for the Eagan Wildcats in the bottom of the 5th inning, cleanup hitter number 15, Heidi Nelson.
So Randy, no summer softball this year. It's over for the gals, and I bet you're going to miss that, huh?
It'll be a void, I guess, but we'll find other activities. Heidi's up the bat. She doubled and lined one through the shortstop her second time up. Takes the first pitch low. Ball 1. It's high for ball 2. Yes, Eric, I think I've been involved coaching softball. It's with my other daughter, Gretchen. It's 12, 13 years anyway. Maybe it was more than that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Gretchen was a darn good pitcher for the Wildcats. Seems like a long time ago.
It does. A lot of time on the bucket. Catching for the girls. There's a
Well, looks like they kind of pitched around Heidi there after a couple of good at-bats.
4-pitch walk. Brings up Karina Munson.
Now batting the number 5 hitter, number 1, Karina Monson.
Karina's 1 for 2 tonight, single in the 3rd inning. There's a pitch on the inside half of the plate for strike 1. Bottom of the 5th here. Wildcats ahead 5-2. Nobody out. Oh, there was a good-looking pitch to hit. Fouled off by Karina. Now Karina's got a battle with the 0-2 count.
Karina's a senior. Her sister Kayla over there on the bench is a junior.
And I believe Karina's going to River Falls. Is it River Falls or Eau Claire? One of those schools, and I believe she's going to be playing ball.
Good for her. Yeah, she's always had a natural swing, good power, good quick bat.
That's inside. Evens the count 2-2. No signs of a steal over there by Heidi. He's nodding her head. I wonder what that means. She's got the sign. Up.
That's in the dirt. Oh, no. See, there's the senior wisely making sure the pitch got away before she takes off. Karina's got an older sister, Christina, who is a softball player as well.
Full count to Karina. Heidi in first. Nobody out. Well, there's a...
It's got a chance to fall.
Go halfway on this one. Yep. Hit to the right fielder.
That's the flex player, Katie Devitt.
Now at bat, number 19, Abby Schumacher.
This is Abby's second at bat tonight. She had a clutch hit the first time up, drove in 2 runs with a hit to right center.
Abby Shu, as they call her.
Out first pitch in for a strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Well, there's a pitch to the hit to the shortstop.
Nice hustle down there by Heidi.
Oh.
Ooh, that was a close play.
Fielder's choice, force out at second. 2 outs now, bottom of the 5th. Abby at first.
Player number 21, Maya Kron.
Maya Kron up the bat. She's 1 for 2 tonight with 1 run scored. There's a pitch low in the dirt. Abby advances to second.
Got 2 outs here in the 5th, Randy.
Time for a 2-out hit for another run. What do you think?
Yeah, we've had a
Eric?
couple of them tonight. We've had a couple of clutch 2-out base hits that have brought runners in from second.
Jammed on that pitch. Oh, it's dropped by the third baseman. Maya's advancing to second on a heads-up play.
Yeah, that's good base running. Maya's run the bases well tonight. She scored a run earlier on a play where she could have held up at third, but she hustled off the second and just kept going.
So I'm going to give that an E5 in the book. 2 outs. Runners on second, third.
7, Maren Benarat.
So Benarat's going to come up here and try and get a clutch hit for the Cats. This would be a great time for her to pick one up.
Oh, there's a first pitch hit to the shortstop. Strong throw to first for out number 3.
Okay, nice play by Duncan, the shortstop. Over to first baseman Debut for the third out. After 5 complete, Randy, it's 5-2 in favor of the Wildcats.
So up for Apple Valley will be Angela Debut, Montana Helling,
and Jesse Walker.
Jesse Walker.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left on base.
So the ladies all have those wristbands on, Randy, with the various plays that Coach Duncan calls out throughout the game. Defensive calls as well as batting. And I don't know, that's something that you guys ever used in the summer, is it?
Yeah, we never used it. We tried to confuse the girls with our hand signals.
Mission accomplished.
So we always maybe had some mixed signals now and then, but in general it worked okay for us.
Yeah, I think the ladies handle it pretty well here with Coach Duncan. Haven't seen a lot of mess ups in that regard.
No, I think it's a good idea. He's
number 25.
Good way to be organized and everybody on the same page.
Yeah, and obviously makes it a lot harder for the opponents to steal signals as well.
Angela Debut up. She's 1 for 2 tonight.
Oh, that's hard
hit. First pitch off Lauren's glove.
Oh, what a great play by Benarat. Regine fires it into the pitcher, whose glove was not back on her hand yet.
So that was a 1-4-3 for the first out.
Coach Duncan's going to go check on Gammy. Lauren took one off the shin the other night and managed to stay in the game. And I think it was after her shortstop, McKenna Melville, came in and said, "You're all right." Didn't really give her a choice.
The hazards of being a pitcher.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see the pitchers tonight wearing face masks. As that ball is coming back.
Now these bats are so lively now. The balls are hard. And you see girls hitting home runs and you think back to 5-6 years ago and you think there's no way that swing from that girl would have launched one 25 feet over the left field fence. So yeah, it's a little scary to be on the mound 40 feet away or so by the time you let go of the ball, not even that.
Montana, she's 2 for 2 tonight. Let's see if we can. There's looks like a changeup.
Tried to call a late timeout there and the umpire didn't give it to her. Wasn't quite ready for that pitch.
Aggressive swing. She's looking to hit, Montana is.
Helling's had a good season, 286 on the year coming in. 8 hits and 28 at-bats, and along with a pair of walks.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
That's a .355 on-base percentage, and that's darn good.
That's good.
Nice pitch there.
There's a pitch inside half of the play for strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Ooh, I thought Heidi was going to get a first chance at a grounder there, but she grounded a little farther foul.
Pulled that one into the Wildcat dugout.
Ooh.
Fouled straight back.
That was a good pitch and a good fallback by the
Yeah, Helling's got a nice
pitcher,
nice compact swing. Good quick bat. And see why she's a good hitter.
There's a tough play, kind of between the third baseman and shortstop. McKenna gets a glove on it, but infield hit for Montana. She's 3 for 3 tonight.
That'll jump that batting average up.
Catcher, number 24, Jessie Walker.
One out now, Jessie Walker up. She's walked her last time up. Nice pitch in for strike one.
Walker's the Eagles catcher, and she's a senior.
High for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Or 2-0, I guess.
She shares time behind the plate with Kenny Allen, who's a sophomore catcher. She's played 3 games. Walker's played 7. I'm not quite sure who caught the other one.
There's a
Nice
pitch in
pitch
for a
there.
strike.
Walker is right on top of the plate, so nice location there in on her hands.
There's a good pitch location. Pop up to Marin. Out number 2.
And that'll bring up Silman.
Now batting the designated player, number 23, Jordan Sulman.
Jordan looking for her first hit of the night.
She's another in the long line of freshmen here for the Eagles.
There's a pitch to shortstop. McKenna makes a strong throw.
Super play by McKenna there. She went in the hole, backhanded that like it was nothing, and made a good strong throw over to first.
Good strong throw, yes it was. So one hit, 1 left
Eagles at the top of the 6th
for
inning.
Apple Valley, no runs.
No runs, 1 hit,
Middle
no
of 6,
errors.
it's Eagan 5,
left on base.
Apple Valley 2.
So up for Eagan will be Sydney Virgin, McKenna Melville, and Taylor Anderson.
Sydney hit a ball right in the nose last time up. She lined out to the second baseman, and it was a hard hit ball. Sydney's done a nice job just putting the bat on the ball and letting the bat do the work. That's kind of been her swing last several games. You know, she's not doing anything fancy. She's just kind of taking an easy swing at it, and like we talked about, these bats are so lively. The ball just jumps right off.
Yeah, put the ball in play. You're gonna consistently. You're gonna get on base.
So Passmore's done a nice job tonight on the hill for Apple Valley.
Eagan Wildcats in the bottom of the 6th inning. First baseman, number 12, Sydney Virgin.
If not for some clutch 2-out hitting by the Wildcats, this game would be a lot closer.
Pitch on the outside corner to Sydney is a strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Sydney's a junior this year, so she'll be back next year.
That's inside in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Five-2 Eagan lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
There's a grounder back to the first, or the pitcher, Sabrina, over to first for out number 1.
Got that ball in on her hands. That was a nice pitch by Passmore.
Now at bat, shortstop number 20, McKenna Melville.
McKenna scored 2 runs tonight. There's 1 hit. First pitch, strike 1.
We got a sizable contingent of youth softball players behind us, Randy.
Yeah, we do. It's good to see. Well, there's a McKenna goes with the pitch.
Right down the line.
Grounds it to the first baseman for out number 2.
All right, let's see if Anderson can get things going here in the 6th.
2-out rally lead.
Number 5, Taylor Anderson.
Coach Duncan certainly would like to see his troops put a couple of more runs on the board.
Taylor's got 1 hit tonight, 1 run scored. First pitch high for ball 1.
Yeah, she started out with a hard liner to left and then a walk and then sliced one into right center field to knock in a run.
Ooh, that was a good looking pitch for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Passmore pulled the string on that one.
Yep.
Fooled her with it. Taylor's really made a point this year of trying to get deep into the count, trying to let everybody see some pitches and draw some walks. And
that's a good strategy to have up there. A good plan. Make sure that first pitch you strike at is one that you want. Count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Means a lot of 2-strike hitting though, which makes her dad and her mom nervous.
Well, there she fouls that one back.
Get off the fence.
She's gonna make it right over the screen. People at their seats make a dive for cover. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of 6th. Eagan has the lead 5-2.
All right, let's protect that plate now, Taylor. And in close, you got to be hacking. Sydney New is on deck.
It's high. Full count now, 3-2. Flags are blowing pretty good out there right now. There's
another walk for Anderson, her 2nd of the night.
Ball 4 for a walk.
Well, I would expect to see her running early in this count. Try to get her down to second base and let Sydney have a chance for an RBI.
There's his first pitch inside. Ball 1.
Sydney's a sophomore.
There's a little pop-up over to the third base for out number 3.
Anderson was off at the pitch. I don't assume that was a hit and run. I'm guessing that was a steal. But to no avail.
Sydney jammed on that one.
In the bottom of the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base.
So it's 5-2 after 6 complete. Eagan leading.
Eagan Wildcats 5, Apple Valley Eagles 2.
So the top of the 7th here, Apple Valley is scheduled to have Mackenzie Soderbeck in the top of the order, Sydney Johnson and Amia Duncan.
Yep, Soderbeck is making her way to the on-deck circle, so Coach Sikic is stuck with his batting order the entire way here.
It's been a pretty briskly played game here tonight, Eric.
Thankfully, Randy, because brisk is the key word in that.
Game started at 5:30 and going on an hour and a half here, so that's a pretty good.
7th inning will be number 9.
That's a good thing since we started an hour later than usual tonight.
Mackenzie Soderbeck.
Top of 7. Let's see if Lauren can close this one out.
Mackenzie walked and struck out her 2nd time up. First pitch from Lauren is in for a strike. Pitcher's best friend, strike 1.
No question about it.
There's a ground ball.
There it is.
Whoa.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that at all.
Not going to talk about that one, no.
Hot shot down to third. No chance to make that play, Randy. Smile on Heidi's face over there.
Now at bat, leadoff hitter number 13, Sydney Johnson.
That brings up the top of the order. And Eagles' top hitter.
There's a swing at the first pitch over to foul over the third base dugout. 1 strike.
Well,
another foul down the third baseline. Strike 2.
Pretty clear what Johnson has in mind, slapping one to left. 13 hits and 5 walks on the season.
He's been on base a lot. 2 strikes now.
.474 on base percentage. That's very, very good.
There's a good pitch, high. Does not chase it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See if Lauren tries to go inside on her here. Take that slap away.
That would be a good location for the pitch, for sure, inside. Oh, going outside.
Oh, that just missed.
Just missed. Evens the count 2-2.
Johnson's just a sophomore.
Oh, chases a rise ball for out number 1.
That is tough to lay off. That's the kind of pitch you could see her slam her bat down as she ran back to the dugout, but it just looks so juicy coming in there with 2 strikes, and by the time you're halfway into your swing, it's too late.
Mia Duncan hit the home run her last time up.
Ooh, and she hit a bomb, that's for sure.
There's a good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. See if they try to keep it outside on her here or what. Another outside pitch, same pitch looked like, strike 2.
Yeah, there you go. Well, she's back in that same 0-2 hole like Johnson was, and
let's see if they go outside again, just a little bit further outside, make her chase. Nope, he went inside.
Oh my. I don't believe that was the pitch they were looking for there.
No.
Low and in. Good piece of 0-2 hitting by Duncan. Continue to terrorize her father over there.
Hate to get those hits on
At bat number
2-strike count.
Yeah.
Sabria Passmore.
So this is the pitcher Passmore.
Sabria's looking for her first hit of the night.
She's a junior.
First pitch high for ball 1.
She's done a nice job. Gave up some early runs, but has really settled in and hasn't given up any runs in the last few innings for the Wildcats. There we go.
Pop up to the second baseman,
That's an infield fly rule.
Out number 2. So, 2 outs, runners on first and second.
Freshman Nicole Shanky, the third baseman.
Top of the 7th.
As we mentioned a couple of times, daughter of John Shanky, Eagan's assistant coach. That's a nice pitch to start her out with.
Lauren doing a good job of getting that first strike on the count.
Kept that one nice and low, too.
Nicole's 1 for 3 for tonight. Well, that pitch is low in the dirt.
Oh my, I don't know about that.
Nice play.
Not a great
Karina
decision.
makes a nice throw to the third baseman, Heidi.
Yeah, she picked that one out of the dirt and got it clean, came up, fired it down to your daughter Heidi on third base, who made the tag, got the last put out of the game over at third base. Good for Heidi. Great play by Karina.
Smiles on the Eagan faces.
And we now have a stampede. I'm guessing pizzas have arrived.
for Eagan.
It's a nice win by the Wildcats there, Andy. 5-2.
Good game.
And as you mentioned, a briskly played game, so that's something we all appreciate.
Apple Valley Eagles 2.
So that'll do it from Eagan High School, the Eagan Wildcats ballpark, where tonight we see the home squad, Eagan, handling Apple Valley. Final score, Eagan 5, Apple Valley 2. I'm Eric Anderson, my partner, Randy Nelson. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Good job, Eric.
Good job, Randy.